Hi everybody, my name is Hannah, this is Pepper and Pine, and I have a recipe to share with you today. We are in the middle of our West Africa unit study for homeschool, and we are dipping into this book called Modern Senegalese Recipes from the Source to the Bowl by Pierre Thiam as inspiration for today's recipe. This is going to be a dessert recipe, and it is so delicious. Now the whole book is so gorgeous. The photographs are just breathtaking, and today we're going to be making banana coconut fritters. Now I have altered the recipe just a little bit, but you can find the original recipe on the blog post that accompanies this video. That link is down in the description box below. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my oil warmed up on the stove. I don't really have proper equipment to do some deep frying, so I'm just using a heavy bottomed saucepan, and I'm using avocado oil because it has a high heat point. So that's going to get warmed up while I prepare the batter. Now I've reduced the recipe by half, so I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, so I'm just doing half the recipe, but it was amazing, and I made it the following day because it was so delicious. So I have 1 cup of flour, but the recipe does call for millet flour, and it does call for shredded coconut, and I didn't have shredded coconut. I have these coconut flakes, and I just used my NutriBullet in order to grind it down, and it made it really fine, so it mixed in with the flour really well, and it called for about half a cup of coconut, and once I got this ground up, it actually wasn't very much, and so I added a little bit more, and it incorporated into the flour really well. And so I think that if you used coconut or shredded coconut, you're going to get a little bit more of that texture in your batter. So I went ahead and I ground up a little bit more, just as fine as I did the first batch. Now I'm going to mix everything really well, and we're going to add some sugar. I added about a tablespoon of sugar, but honestly, it could have used a little bit more. By the time we were done and we were enjoying these, we added quite a bit of powdered sugar because we felt like the batter wasn't sweet enough. And then a little sprinkle of salt, and that really balances out the sweet and enhances all of those flavors. Next, we're going to use some full fat coconut milk. You want all that cream in there if possible. I'm using a cup, and it's going to mix in just perfectly. Now, the recipe does say to let this sit for an hour, and I didn't. We were way too impatient to try this dessert, so we only let it sit for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to cut up 2 bananas. The recipe calls for 4, and with this amount of batter, we were actually able to do 3 bananas. So the first banana, I'm just going to chop them up or just do little dices, and then for the second one, I'm cutting them on the angle so that you get a little bit more surface area, and it's just 2 different ways to do it. They both taste really good in the end. I'm going to coat those bananas one at a time. I didn't throw them all into the batter. And then for the first one, I just did one fried by itself just to make sure that the temperature was okay, that it could fry okay, that everything was going to be all right, and that the batter wasn't going to split apart and just be all over in the oil. And it was just perfect. Then I'm putting it onto a little paper towel to let some of that oil get absorbed into the paper towel, sprinkled it with some powdered sugar. Let me just tell you, they are amazing. So here we go. We're going to make a bunch of them, and they don't look super pretty, but that's okay. They taste amazing. Once I started making these, it was just about getting that batter onto that banana and getting it into the oil, letting them sit for a few minutes, and then putting a bunch of powdered sugar on top of them. They were amazing, so delicious, a little bit heavy after a while, and so we decided to pair them with a little bit of vanilla ice cream, which was amazing. I think coconut ice cream would be even a little bit better. I highly encourage you to try this out, as well as some of the other recipes that I'm sharing with you for this West Africa unit. You can tap on the screen right now to check out that entire playlist. You can check out the blog post by visiting my website at pepperandpine.com. And if you want to see how our homeschool is progressing on a daily basis, you can find me on Instagram at pepperandpine.